I have wonderful news. A sample of something that I made just arrived today, and I'm so excited to share it and show it off. He is here. The boy is here. So I made these sticky notepads with the tiger and bird from K-pop Demon Hunters. I love them very much. Let me move my mic. Sorry, future Eli. So I made these notepads, these sticky notepads, and I love them so very much. I am so happy with how they turned out. They smell so strongly of the glue on envelopes you lick. I don't know what it is. It must be like the sticky stuff or just factory fresh ink. But yeah, hopefully I can show you how beautiful and vibrant the colors are in real life. My phone camera isn't that great, but I love how they turned out. I wanted to share I can't stop looking at it in the viewfinder. I can't stop looking at his beautiful face. So I wanted to share with all of you the art that I did for this and my general kind of process of figuring out the design and manufacturing of these. So here we go. I'll also start off by saying that I am extremely happy with the printing quality. These are like actual Post-its, like the brand. They're not just like a generic sticky pad or like a non-sticky like paper memo pad. And I am really happy with the printing because it's super vibrant. Blues can be really hard to print, but I'm super happy with how this turned out. Also, it is non-coated paper, so there's no finish on it. So I have run into a problem before where I've seen notepads, if you do any art where the ink will be too slippery and like glossy to write on. This one though, it looks like you pretty much could write on anything except for where the black ink is, which is kind of what I was expecting. If you see it in the right light, there's like a very faint gloss anywhere that there's the black ink printed. But that is not the case in the actual writing space. So it won't interfere. You can use pen or pencil or anything. Crayons, the blood of your enemies. And I believe they are 50 sheets and these are 4x6. Anyway, I did these through Printify, which is like a print on demand place for artists so that you don't have to keep a bunch of stock of stuff in your house. Since I am in a temporary housing situation for the moment, I don't want to have a lot of stock if I can help it. He's so good. I love him. I love how silly he turned out. Let's get into the speed paint here. That'll be good to show you guys. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna see is the template for the 4x6 sticky notepads that Printify offers for artists. So this shows me where the bleed range is, the safe area for printing, all that kind of stuff. I had a very clear idea in my head of what I wanted this to look like. I wanted the tiger with the bird on his head to have his tongue sticking out, and that was where the note was that you were going to be able to write on. And I also wanted to incorporate elements of the stationery from the movie with the little hello friend. I think it's a seagull, the creator said, the little seagull guy. The biggest challenge I had in all of this was figuring out the proportions, not necessarily of the tiger, but of like the composition of the whole thing, because I had limited space. I wanted to create as much space for being able to write on as possible, while still having enough room that like my art would be visible and cute and everything. And being able to squeeze the bird on there was also a challenge because he is very long with that long neck. He's very tall. So I wanted to incorporate some of the stationary elements because I think they're so charming. That's where I wanted the hello friend to come from. I tried a few things with it as far as fonts go. I ended up just handwriting it. It's not the neatest it could be, but honestly, I'm fine with it. I think it's kind of charming and it feels kind of hand done because it is. So this is where you can see I was using the symmetry tool a lot, but also changing things here and there as I examined my references, and I could see how the tiger's teeth were not symmetrical. They're very asymmetrical, and I love it even more because of that. After the sketch, I go in with inks and make sure everything is nice and clean. And then it was pretty straightforward to just pull colors from screenshots because I wanted it to be as accurate as I possibly could. I ended up kind of altering and tweaking things a lot as I went. I also realized as I was working on this, he is very Stitch coded, and I mean the original Stitch, the one that I grew up with, which I absolutely adored as a child to a discomforting degree. There's my little website watermark. I tried to match it to my handwriting for the Hello Friend as much as possible. Handwriting fonts is something I really want to work on. It is something I used to be good at, and then my thumb got messed up and I'm not as good at it anymore, so I want to practice. So I had done some basic kind of airbrush shading. I didn't really want to get too complicated. The most I really did was I tried to capture the highlights on the eyes in a way that was similar to the movie lighting, which is incredible, but they look so big and like glossy and glassy and just completely devoid of thought. And I really like how I captured that lighting here. So then I go in for the background. Let me find how I pronounce a word. Let's see.
dancheong.
Dancheong? I don't know if that's right.
dancheong.
Dancheong. Dancheong. Dancheong. Yeah, that sounds better than danching. What I ended up going with for the background is a dancheong flower pattern. Rumi has something like this on her phone case in the K-pop Demon Hunters movie, so I wanted to try making a pattern based off that, so that's where this comes in. And there's a few different like composition types I tried doing. So anyway, I made that pattern using the Symmetry tool, which made everything just a lot more doable for me. And from there, it's mostly just finishing touches like the whiskers and some highlights and some final shading. I ended up doing this kind of hot pink magenta lighting to kind of capture the feel of all of the incredible lighting and color work throughout the movie. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. That is the final artwork, and I love it very much. I am very happy with this silly bird and tiger, the sussy bird and derpy tiger. They're very good. So anyway, from there, it was just a matter of uploading it to the Printify service and ordering a sample, and I'm super happy with it. And I think I'm going to end up ordering many for myself to use. Editing Eli here because self-promotion is really hard to remember how to do. If you too would like one of the notepads, they are up on my Etsy shop. The link is elibenik.etsy.com. Please check it out if you're interested. Okay, bye. Thank you. That's my little guy. Thank you all so much for watching. Tell me your favorite Saja boy. That's what I want to know. Tell me your favorite Saja boy. I think mine is Abby. Honestly, the introductory scene with all the Saja boys, specifically with Abby, made me laugh so hard I was crying. And I am all for role reversal like that. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.